I have to go around.
What I'm going to do here is Instamatic onion soup, and I just have some canned soup here, and I've got it all heated up, and I'm going to put a bit of vermouth in. This is to hide the taste of the can. This is if you're out on a camping trip. You'd always have little bottles of brandy and things around. And then because you're usually supposed to have croutons, and I've got some of these store-bought croutons here, and I've got 3 in these little onion pots there. So I'll put in some grated cheese. Do you take camping trips, and you would take this kind of stuff along, wouldn't you?
Camping
Always?
trip with onion soup?
Well, you take canned or dehydrated onion soup. And here I'm going to ladle the soup in here. You can see how very easy this is to make a really delicious dish, and showing that you don't have to make it all yourself as long as you have enough side things to put in, like your cheese and your liqueurs and things.
What makes, when you have onion soup, what is that makes that scum over the top, or the...
That's
I'm
not
a very
breaking
elegant
this
way of
onto
putting
the floor,
it, but it's got...
almost. Now we're going to have another little dollop of this, and this is just a little port wine there.
Oh, give it a good shot.
Oh, here I have a whip thing in here. We'll just add a little bit of that. That was an egg yolk and some port wine. That gives it a little tiny thickening. And then we'll put some more of these instant croutons on top, and then we'll gratinate it, and that's where you know what comes in.
Now, gratinate means what precisely?
Gratinate means just to brown the top things.
Oh, from the French word brown the top.
Yeah, exactly. Then we put some more of this on. And then, the question, on your camping trip, would be awfully neat. I'll neaten all of that off. There. Now we have...
Certainly messed up the camp.
Well, that's for the chipmunks and bears. We've got to feed our furry friends. Now here's your blowtorch, which you would naturally be carrying around with you.
Before going into this, I might notice some of the things that it tells you to do. Use only in well-ventilated areas.
That's outdoors.
Use with care to avoid fires. Do not store tanks in living room. What does it say?
In living room.
In living areas. And are you about to do this now?
Yep.
I think there's a call for me backstage.
Well, Dick, do come back, because it's doing beautifully.
Oh, I can see it from here.
That's beautifully gratinated now. Nothing is blown up. Now you can come back. We're almost through.
Shouldn't the torch be blown out before you...
Well, that's blowing out. And now...
Sorry about that brief leaving you there, but
That's all right. Now, bon appetit. But isn't that nice? It's all nicely browned, and we're ready to go.
How can you touch this? The bowl is hard. You just melted the edge of the bowl into the...
Well, now have a taste while it's still warm.
Let's see. It must be hotter than the hinges.
That's quite good, I think.
Oh, that's good booze.
But you'd never know that was canned or dehydrated soup, would you?
Not at all.
With all this stuff in it.
It was canned. Oh, yeah, it was. Canned.
Nice. Yeah, it was canned. Oh, the dehydrated is very good too.
You know, there's one thing that has always troubled me about the eating of onion soup, and that is when you take a spoonful of it and then someone asks you a question, and you get it
and there you are,
halfway through your mouth like this, and you've got this thing that.
I think you just have to use your fingers in that case.
Is there some way of snipping those, or?
Well, we could always burn them off with a blowtorch. That would be good. Then you get even more gratin.
That's right.
No.
So if everyone carried a little blowtorch, or you could have a servant paid simply to blow
Well, this Here, this is for us, the year of the blowtorch. Because we've been doing a
So that wasn't just a
city tour, and we have a giant flip-flop apple crepe, and you caramelize the top of it with a blowtorch. And then if we've already done that in one city, then we have the giant flip-flop potato and onion omelet, which again has cheese on the top, which is browned with the blowtorch.
Well, what did people do before blowtorches? I remember eating these things in the past.
Gosh, I don't know. I don't know how they did it. Oh, yes, I do know exactly what they did. They you had a piece of an iron, a big thick piece of cast iron on a handle. You put that in the fire and heat it very hot. Then you pass it over like this. And the red hot iron caramelizes it. And that's why, rather than that, they begin using the blowtorch after that was invented, because pastry chefs use it to caramelize things. So it is a serious cooking tool. It's not just for laughs.
So you didn't just get that bring it out here as a stunt to frighten
No,
me.
but in our things, we always have to have sort of we call them visuals, and something a little silly,
Visuals.
but practical. Because this worked out very nicely.
This isn't bad, but why is it that I taste the liquor more than I taste the
because I
soup
put an
itself?
awful lot in.
I wasn't kidding about that problem. Now I have. Did you say something while I get the cheese out of my teeth?
What, the blowtorch again? No.
No, I'm just. Julia, what is the difference between a hare and a rabbit? I was thinking of those rabbits earlier. And
Well, now a rabbit.
H-A-R-E.
A rabbit is born naked with its eyes closed, and the hare is born with fur and its eyes open. Or it's vice versa, I don't know which.
Are you kidding me?
But that is true.
You mean eyes with its fur open, or you mean the one?
Yes. No, I mean,
Yeah.
it's as you think of a little naked bunny rabbit. One of
I
those
see.
tender little things that those people write about. But the
Yes.
hair is tougher, because the hair has hair on it, so you remember that. The hair is hair.
I never know what to believe when you're here. I really don't. Is there a quick way to do onions without making yourself cry? Underwater, maybe?
Yes, underwater, or else chill them,
Chill them.
because onions contain S-oxide, which produces sulfuric acid in your eyes, but that's slowed down by cold
I've
or
often
dissolved by water.
suspected this.
Yeah.
Thank you, Julia Child, for being here, and we will see you next time.